Uttanasana, forward fold. So standard sun salutation. We are going to go into Tadasana, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, and then exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. In Uttanasana, feet separated about hip width distance as long as that's comfortable for you. Feet can be together. Engaging Pada Bandha still here. What you'll notice when you are in this Uttanasana with Pada Bandha, you'll notice the stretch of the hamstring becomes even more pronounced here if you are engaging that Pada Bandha as you're forward folding. Just really interesting, something for you to observe energetically and physiologically in your own body. In Uttanasana, encourage people to soften their knees just a bit here, but still engage Pada Bandha if they can. So soften the toes down, lift up through the outer arches, press down through, lift up through the inner arches, press down through the outer arches, and then ground through the big toe mound. Soften the knees as much as you need to get the rib cage down onto the thighs. A lot of people are not going to be able to get into this posture very comfortably for a couple of reasons. Hamstring flexibility is only one of those reasons. Partially why this posture can be so problematic or painful for some people is not only just the tightness of the hamstrings, but the overstretching at the attachment point of the hamstring. So it attaches to the ischial tuberosity, which is right up here. You can feel it. It's your sit bones. That's what we call it in yoga, your sit bones. That's where your hamstring, your proximal hamstring attaches on the back of the body. When you're forward folding, if there's no more length that can happen from that hamstring, it's going to come either in overstretching where the muscle meets the bone, right, where the ligament would be, or it's going to come from the back. And contrary to popular understanding, people think that this stretches their back, and it does do a really nice job on the QL muscles, maybe even on the lat muscles if you're reaching the arms down towards the ground. Really, really good for the musculature of the back, but not so great for the discs, for the intervertebral discs of the back. As we discussed during the last module, the way that the discs fit in between the vertebrae, where they're going to cause problems with disc herniation or a slipped disc is when they come to the back, right? So when you're forward folding, the discs, the fronts of the vertebrae are coming together. They're compressing together. You can see this, compressing together, yeah? Which means that the disc could potentially slide to the back. When it starts to interfere with the spinal column, this is when we get lots and lots of pain. This is when people really get themselves in trouble. So although forward folding feels really good on the muscles, you want to be careful with people and their spines and forward folding. You be careful with you and your spine when forward folding. So that is Uttanasana. I will note that you don't need to go as far down as you think you do in order to meet the level of flexibility of your hamstrings. We'll do some of that in our posture clinics in person, where you actually will put a block on the highest height here, and you can still feel your hamstring stretch. So the hamstring stretch has more to do with how far behind the body the butt goes. So anybody that does kind of deadlifts or good mornings knows this. The farther the butt goes back, the more you're lengthening the hamstring muscle. And that's really all you need. This is all you need. Granted, Uttanasana, the intelligence of this posture, we're going to talk a lot about the intelligence of the posture. The intelligence of the posture is in lengthening the entire back line of the body. So although we are in a compressed state, although the spine is in flexion, The muscles on the back of the body are all lengthening. This is more passive and gravity assisted lengthening on the upper part of the body. So from the sacrum all the way to the top of the head, that's going to be gravity assisted lengthening of the musculature and the fascia on the back of the body. Urdhva Uttanasana. So this is another one where coming up to here, which is what most people are going to have a tendency to do, can over lengthen the hamstrings. I will say there's an opportunity here, and a lot of the teachers at Hot Yoga take this opportunity, but there's an opportunity here to really work on the muscles in the front of the body supporting you in Ardha Uttanasana. So Ardha, half, Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana. Practice, 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 practice. Ardha Uttanasana. So Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana. I suggest come up as high as this. Engage the abdominal muscles. Press back, engage Pada Bandha, and then lift the head forward so the back of the head is in line with the shoulders. Shoulders are proud and the chest is open without rolling the shoulders back and sticking the rib cage forward. So the rib cage is still in the perimeter of the body so that you feel the upper abdominal muscles fire. I am working so hard right here. So hard. This is what you want. You want people to be working in all of these postures. So while we're stretching a lot in yoga, the lineage of yoga is really a lot of calisthenics types movements. When we start to integrate the breath and the intention behind the postures, that's how you get to yoga. That's how you make yoga not calisthenics. For right now, we're studying what the postures look like in the body. Look over these couple of videos a couple of times and bring questions to module 3. We'll go into some more standing postures.